Hello and welcome to Gegenpressing, the Bundesliga podcast. I'm Manuel Veth, he's Stefan Bienkowski. And Stefan, it feels like the league is done. We'll talk about this, but before we talk about all of this, how's it going? How's your weekend been?
Yeah, good. In terms of general football, maybe not great. But besides that, I've had a pretty good weekend, pretty chill weekend. Um, and yeah, I spent most of yesterday chopping up a tree, which had fallen down in a recent storm. My dad and I had taken a chainsaw to some good, honest, hard work in the outside. So yeah, it was good. I don't know why I'm telling you that story, but it's just something that kind of popped into my head there. We were laughing before we came on air about how some bizarre noise woke me and my wife up in the middle of the night last night, and I suspect it was probably the logs that I'd stacked up in the back garden falling down and giving me and my wife a heart attack. But our 35-kilogram dog was blowing bubbles in the hallway, so she's not much of a guard dog if it had in fact been someone trying to break into the house. But that's the way of it, I suppose. How are you?
Yeah, good. I 100% that would have been raccoons here or our neighborhood cougar. I mean the animal, not the other kind.
Oh, I've actually got talking about neighborhood cougars. Pamela Anderson was on a British talk show
Yeah,
this weekend, and she revealed that she actually lives in your part of the world.
that's where she's from.
Yes,
Ladysmith.
I think
Yeah,
she lives on Vancouver Island. So
yeah. She lives in a town called Ladysmith, which is up island from here. It's about an hour drive. It's on the way when I go up surfing. That's on the way there, and it has the most beautiful street in Canada. Voted,
wow.
yeah. It's a typical like kind of Western street, with the house fronts, and looks very picturesque. And yeah, she lives there. Her family have a farm there, and she does a lot. She moved back there a few years ago to get away from Hollywood, and it's really nice to see she revitalized her career. Like
Yeah,
it was really good to see. So
yeah. Just a bizarre fact there for anyone who's
yeah,
tuning in for some Bundesliga football and find themselves listening to two middle-aged men talk about Pamela Anderson. But there we go.
she's a proud Vancouver Islander. She really is, and obviously she's a pride of this part of the world. So yeah, it's good to have her back. I'm pretty sure she also was flying the Canadian flag. It's Flag Day this weekend. We have our long weekend. We're celebrating 60 years of our national flag, and maybe some of our listeners should remember that we have a different flag than some of the people down south. Um,
Do you know, as you were talking there, I was just thinking, um, I wonder what Bundesliga team Pamela Anderson would support. Um, and then I thought, well, if she did support Bundesliga team, it'd probably be based on the influence of David Hasselhoff when she did Baywatch.
yes.
And I'm just checking there. His great great grandmother Meta, which is an interesting name these days,
Mm.
emigrated from her family home to Baltimore from Vulkersen, which is Lower Saxony.
Mm.
So I'm wondering what Bundesliga.
Hannover.
Yeah, Hanover. Yeah, maybe Bremen,
Yeah, Bremen.
District of Verden.
I mean, she was discovered at a BC Lions Canadian football game. They play
Right.
in orange and they have a lion. So like Eintracht Braunschweig, that's Lower
Yeah.
Saxony. They have a lion.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes
I
sense. I'm
draw
just
it
trying to.
back to that.
Yeah, it's on the River Werder, so maybe a Werder Bremen fan if she was clever.
Yeah.
I'd take Werder Bremen over Hanover these days.
Next time when I get cinnamon buns in Ladysmith, because that's the other thing Ladysmith is famous for, and I'll see her, I'll ask her.
Exactly. There we go. We can get her on the show. You said she's making a comeback, and what says comeback more than a guest appearance in the Gegenpressing podcast?
Absolutely. And by the way, yeah, give a plug to her hometown, Ladysmith, too. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. I'm not surprised she moved back there. This has absolutely nothing to do with the Bundesliga. So, although we did try, and David Hasselhoff, who is probably like some of his songs are probably still sung in some Bundesliga stadiums, I'm sure.